welcome to S2Learn. Today I am back with a new video on the topic error detection and correction of a sentence. So what actually I am going to do is I will be discussing 10 important questions where you will be spotting an error in a particular sentence and correcting it accordingly. So how you would be correcting it? You will be applying some rules which we have learned in the topic subject verb agreement. Okay, that topic I have covered in my previous video. If you have not watched that video, I will be posting its link in my description box. You can just visit it and have a look on it. So you can correlate that rules also with some of our questions. So this error detection and correction will really help you in your competitive exams preparation also. So please watch this video till the end. Don't miss any part. It's a request from my side. Stay tuned till the end. So let's start. Okay. So first you can see a table, okay, of the helping verbs. Now these helping verbs you can find in your sentences. Okay, if it's a singular, the helping verbs are is, was, has, does, and if the subject is plural, the helping verbs are, were, have, do. Okay, so you have to just keep this table in your mind, okay, because this will help you really in spotting an error in the sentence. Okay, now moving to our first question. See, John have a test on Friday. Okay, now you have got a sentence in front of you. John have a test on Friday. So now here I am talking about John. Okay, so John is a singular subject. He is only one. There is no more Johns or anything. We are talking only about John. So John is a singular subject, but we are finding a helping verb which is a plural one, have. So easily you have spotted an error. Yes, because John is a singular subject. So you can't use their have. Okay. So here we are talking about John, which is a singular subject. So the verb used must be singular. So instead of have, we will use has. So how you will correct the sentence? The correct sentence would be John has a test on Friday. Agreeing? Yes. So we have done with the first sentence. Easily you have spotted. Okay. As we have applied our rule of subject verb agreement, if the subject is singular, the verb is singular. Okay, now going to the second sentence. The horse and carriage were at the gate. Okay, so now you can find that two subjects are joined by and. Yes, the two subjects are joined by and. Okay, and the two subject refers to the same thing. Okay, horse and carriage are related to same thing. So the subject will be always singular. Okay, this is according to the rule of subject verb agreement. Okay, so here we are talking about two singular nouns, that is horse and carriage, okay, which refer to the same thing. So the verb will be always singular. Okay, so what will be the correct answer now? The horse and carriage is at the gate. Okay, we will never use here the plural verb. We will always use the singular. So by seeing only you are applying the rules. So how easy it is, see. If you know the rules very well, you can easily apply it to the sentence. Now moving to the third question. Neither Khushi nor Avani were playing. Okay, now here you can easily see we have used neither nor in a sentence. So there is a rule in subject verb agreement. Yes, if you are using neither nor in a sentence, okay, so the verb will be always singular. Okay, okay, I have written here. See, in case of usage of neither nor in a sentence, the verb will be always singular. Okay, so this rule also is there in your mind. Okay, if you have not watched that video, I am posting its link. Just go and watch it, please. So the answer will be neither Khushi nor Avani was playing. Okay. So you have to use this singular verb here. Clear? Okay. Now moving to the fourth question. None of the students has attempted this. Now in the case of none, okay, you have to use the verb. See, In case of the usage of none in a sentence, the verb will be singular or plural depending on the noun it follows. Okay, now here there is a condition. So I have taken this tricky type of question. Why? Because you will be always doing it singular. I don't want that. So now how in case of none, if you find a none in the sentence, then the verb will be singular or plural depending on the noun it follows. So you have to see here the noun is students. So students is in plural form. Yes, it follows the noun. None follows the noun students, which is a plural one. So you will be using the verb plural. Okay, the verb will be plural. Now how the correct answer would be? None of the students have attempted this. Okay, so you have to see if there is student, then it will be has only. But we are talking here about students. Okay, so this is a plural verb. So plural noun. So here we will be using the plural verb. Okay, getting? Understood this? Okay, just keep it in mind. Okay, this rule. Now moving to the fifth. Okay, coming to the fifth one, the news of train accident are shocking. Okay, so by seeing the sentence only you can decide what the error will be. Okay, so the words like news, money, politics or mathematics is always considered as singular subjects. The verb will be always singular. So you have to keep this in mind. Okay, whenever you find these words, you have to use the verb singular. Okay, so the answer will be the news of train accident is shocking. It will be never are shocking. Okay, it is wrong. It will be using is shocking. Coming to the sixth question. Let he go there? Okay, let he go there. This is the question. So see, by seeing only you can say some error is there in this sentence. So in case of let, if used in a sentence, then always we will use objective pronoun, that is him, her, them, it, etc. Now see, in pronoun there is subjective pronoun and objective pronoun. In subjective pronoun there would be he, she, okay, they, etc. And objective pronoun is him, her, them. Okay, so that I will cover in my pronoun topic. Okay, so here just for understanding purpose you keep it in your mind. Whenever you use let in a sentence, you will always use objective pronoun. So here the sentence would be let him go there. Okay, or we will say let them go there or let her go there. We will never use let he, let she, let they. Okay, getting? Just you have to keep this note in your mind that whenever you get let, you have to use objective pronoun. So the correct will be let him go there. Seventh question. He has two daughter-in-laws. See. Now, if you see this sentence, you will say, no, there is no error in it. But yes, there is a small error in this. Can you tell? I hope you might have guessed it. So, if we find daughter-in-law or son-in-law or brother-in-law, if they are plural, we will always add s to daughter or son or brother, not to law. See, I have used s here. So, this is the wrong part in this sentence. We will always use s here because we are talking about plural, two daughter-in-laws. Okay, if you are saying only about one, then it's okay, daughter-in-law. But I am speaking about two daughter-in-law. So, we will never add s after law. You will always add after daughter-in-law. Okay, brothers-in-law. Brothers-in-law in the similar way. Okay, so this is the correct answer would be he has two daughters-in-law. Clear this? This is the important one. Just keep it in your mind. Don't make that mistake. Don't add s after law. Coming to the eighth one, all girls are pretty. Okay, so here you will say there is no error, but there is an error. Can you tell me? Okay, so if we use all in a sentence and it is followed by plural noun. Now girls are plural noun. If I am saying girl, then it's singular. Girls are plural noun, then we must use the before plural noun. Okay, so I have not used here the. Okay, so the sentence has an error. The actual sentence would be all the girls are pretty. Okay, because it's a plural noun. Okay, that you have to keep in mind. So the answer would be all the girls are pretty. Getting the sentences and how to spot it, I think I'm explaining it to you in easy way and you're finding it easy to do the exercise. Coming to the ninth one, some of the student is absent. Okay, so now some, this is a rule, that is a rule in subject verb agreement. If we use some in a sentence, then the verb must be always plural. I have not done anything in all of the sentences, just applied some of the rules which we find in subject verb agreement. Okay, so the correct answer would be some of the students are absent. We will never use singular. Okay, always we will use plural. So some of the students are absent. Last, either you or your brother have done this. Okay, so here also the same rule we are going to apply of subject verb agreement. If we use either or in a sentence, the verb is always singular. So I have used here plural verb, which is the wrong one. Okay, so either you or your brother has done this. Okay, so I hope you have clear with all the sentences, how we spotted an error, how we applied the rules of subject verb agreement. Okay, I have also taken 2 to 3 tricky questions, okay, which where you have to understand or note some points and keep it in mind. Okay, so thank you for watching my video. If you have really find it useful, okay, please subscribe to my channel S2Learn. Okay, don't forget to like the video and share as much as possible so that everyone can take advantage of this video. So thank you. Bye.